Chef Hugh Groman joining us now to talk about this. And you always have great ideas, Hugh. And this is what I was thinking about the other day. You know, when we were all just in our small family units and our small bubbles, grocery shopping was different. And now, thankfully, things are changing again.
Yes. Hi, Claudine. So good to see you. Happy Sunday.
Great to see you. Happy Sunday to you, too.
This is a great dish. What I'm going to demonstrate for you today is a great dish to get you warmed up again for entertaining because it's so easy and it's so crowd-pleasing. Does that sound good?
That sounds great. Easy, crowd-pleasing, and easing back in. All of that sounds good. So take me with you. Where are you going?
Okay, cool. So I'm going to the stove here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make an orecchiette pasta with a classic Alfredo sauce and peas, okay? Almost everybody likes that unless you're dairy-free and gluten-free, and if that's the case, don't make this dish.
Yeah. All right. What about that pasta, that specific pasta, the orecchiette?
Orecchiette is ear-shaped, and it's, I've got 1 pound of the orecchiette. It's a little ear-shaped, and I like the texture of it. It's kind of chewy and easy to eat.
Okay, perfect.
So what I've done is I've put 1 pound of orecchiette pasta in here, and I've cooked it, and it's just about done. And now I'm going to throw in, I know this seems unlike me, but I'm going to throw in 1 pound of frozen organic peas, okay?
I feel like peas you can do frozen, and that's
yeah,
okay,
exactly, because where else are you going to get peas?
Right.
So, and then while that's getting hot, I'm going to make the sauce. And I've got here 2 ounces of unsalted butter that's been melted, and then I'm throwing in 1 cup of heavy cream,
okay.
And I'm going to let that boil. And then I'm going to whisk in some Parmesan cheese, parmiggiano-reggiano, and romano cheese, which is saltier and earthier.
Oh,
and then I'm going
good.
to
now, tell me, whenever you do things like this, it always looks super easy. So what are the mistakes that we're not seeing, that you're not making, that when I try it at home, I'm like, oh, was I not supposed to do that?
Well, I did make a mistake. I will be honest. I will share my vulnerability so that I can be relatable. I let the butter cook for too long. I wanted to just melt it, but I was just trying to time it. And I went a little far, and now it's brown butter. So this is a classic brown butter Alfredo sauce.
Well, as long as it's not burnt butter, right? Brown butter is okay.
No,
it's not burnt butter.
It's delicious, yeah. I didn't go very far. It just had a little amber color. So I just put in the 2 different kinds of cheese, and it's already like almost done, if you can believe it. I used a big pot and a lot of heat so that the small amount of sauce would cook quickly. And I'm going for some freshly ground black pepper and some salt.
So this
just a little bit of salt.
Is this high heat or that kind of thing where you have to leave it on for a long time?
No, this is not a long and slow like a tomato. And then here's the little secret ingredient is nutmeg. So you can use ground nutmeg. I've got a fresh nutmeg here that I'm just grating on my little plain grater that I use for everything. Okay? And now take a look here. I don't know if you can see it yet. But can you see how nice and thick and creamy that got?
That looks good. That looks good.
So this is basically
the problem
almost
with not having you in studio, Hugh. I can't smell it, but I can look at it. And
it's delightful. So now, while that's all going here, it's pretty much ready, but I'm going to put it on low to just keep it a little hot. And this pasta, I'm just letting the peas get hot. So it's pretty much, I'm just going to like turn that water off at this point. And now I'm going to show you how to make a cocktail.
Okay.
We've got this is my new favorite cocktail. It's called Paper Plane. And it is equal parts bourbon, and I'm going to make enough for 2 because my wonderful camera person, Erson, here needs 1 too.
Of course. And
so it's got bourbon, and it's got Aperol, which is this sweet, bitter orange liqueur. I believe it's Italian. Mm-hmm. And then I've got Campari. Now, Campari is something called an Amaro, which is like an herbaceous, somewhat bitter, kind of an aperitif. I think it's an aperitif, like something you drink to like get your appetite up. And you're supposed to use something called a Nonino Amaro, but I don't have that, so I'm using Campari. And
I love it.
Campari, I think, is a little more bitter, actually. And then lime juice. So it's equal parts bourbon, Aperol, Campari, and lime juice.
Okay, I'm
and
with
then you
with
just
all
shake it up.
Yeah, shake it up. We got about a minute left, so I want to make sure that we have
Okay, perfect. Well, you're going to be amazed at how quickly I do all this.
Okay.
So here we go. Boom. And then I shake it up. The more you shake it, the better.
The more you
and
shake
then
it.
we give a little taste. I'll just do a quick one. There we go. Okay. Cheers, Erson.
Oh, that's not fair. Now you got to bring more to the class. All right, I'll have to make sure of that later. Okay,
so
let's see.
Now I'm going to do the pasta here. I'm just going to drain the pasta.
I love this though because this is quick. So, you know, the problem with gatherings, right, is that if you do too much, you don't get to enjoy the gathering. So you
Exactly.
either
Oh my
prep
God,
or
this is
you do
so
something
easy.
fast.
It's like one dish miracle.
One
okay?
dish miracle. I'm in.
And I have, just so you know, I have some salt in that water. You definitely want to have
That's
salt.
always the trick, right? A little salt.
And then here's the sauce. Backhand.
And I'm in. I'm on my way over.
Okay. And then I'm just going to dish it out. Boom,
Okay.
boom, boom.
And I think that's perfect. And then if you need more, you can always make a little more very quickly too, in terms of making sure that everyone
Totally.
has
Well,
enough
this will
food.
serve probably 8 to 10 people, probably 8 people really
I'm an
easily.
overcooker. You know, in my family, you cannot run out of food. Otherwise, you'll hear about
I
it for
know.
literally
Oh, believe me.
decades to come.
That in any family, and certainly as a caterer. And then I've got this parmiggiano-reggiano that I'm just grating over the top. So let me show you the dish, and
All right, let's
it's
check
so
it out.
delicious.
That looks fantastic. With the
Oops,
drink.
I did it again. I made you believe. It
I
was
believe.
delicious.
I believe you. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. We always appreciate you joining us and giving us those great ideas. And this one I can for sure follow. That drink, I'm just going to come over and have you make for us. Thanks, Hugh.